Hi everyone, welcome back and welcome if you're new. My name is Nikki and this is Into Beauty. And today we're going to do a Foundation Friday. We're going to start with the Purito BB Cream. Just because it's one of my favorites and I was curious how it would score against the others. If you want to know what I think of it, how I did this base, please keep on watching. This is mine. I believe they have new packaging right now. I have the shade 21 and 23. This is 23 and both will work, but in the summertime when I use it the most, I usually wear 23. This one has a beautiful combination of foundation and your regular SPF. And that's what I absolutely love about it. In terms of coverage, it's about light, but you can build it up a bit. So if you prefer medium, this will work. At the same time, it leaves a beautiful satin, natural, glowy look. So not really dewy, because I have combination skin. I don't like my face to be greasy or really oily. This is a beautiful mix of both. If you have dry skin, I have read that this one can cling to a bit of dry patches, so really make sure you prep your skin well. Of course, you know, this is one of my favorites for skin prep. I can apply this one with my fingers, with a brush and with a sponge, it doesn't matter. The only difficult part is shade selection. That's the first thing. I'm going to give them a 3, and just because they have 6 shades, which is pretty good for Korean standards. Usually they have 2 or 3, but 6 shades is not enough to cover every single skin tone. They are flexible. I know lots of brands say that, but they are flexible. Because I am a 21 tint 3 and I can wear both. But they only have one dark shade, for instance. That's nothing. So they ranged from 15 to 31. Like I said, I am 21, 23. So that means you only have 2 shades above me and 2 shades below me. That's not enough because I am usually a light, and in terms of Purito I'm medium. Well, I'm nowhere near medium because I am like a 1.5 neutral from Dior or N15 from MAC. That's not medium at all. So that's why I am giving them a 3, because they really need to step it up. And yes, they can make it happen because Cica also did it. T-Fit is trying to do it right now. I believe they have 20 shades, so that's a little bit better as well. But they just need to go back to lab and make more. Next one is availability. You can only buy this one, as far as I know, online. So you can buy it on Purito website itself, Olive Young, Global, YesStyle, Stilvana. In the Netherlands you can buy it on koreanskincare.nl or Little Wonderland. You can buy it even in Douglas, so you have loads of options. Boozy Shop has as well. I usually buy my Korean products from YesStyle. If you want an extra discount code, I will leave it down below. For the availability, I'm not sure what it is in store for the US. I haven't seen them in store. If they are, please let me know down below, because I would love to add it to my list. But other than that, I'm going to give them a 7, just because I would love to buy this in person, really swatch it and see what my shade would be. Even though they don't have much to choose from. And then we go to the price. And this is going to be a 10. Absolutely a 10. This retails for $12. And this is just a full fluid ounce, so 30 ml for the Europeans. Less than the new e.l.f. skin tint. $12, you can't beat the price. Even with the drugstore prices right now, $12 is really good. And even on YesStyle, it's often on sale. So you will get it for like 20, 25, sometimes even 40% off. So the price, it's just a 10. Now we look at the packaging. As you can see, mine is almost empty. I already have a backup. But this is just a really simple bottle tube with a screw cap. Nothing special, nothing out of the ordinary. It's really easy for travel because you can't break this one. That's why I travel often with it. They have repackaged their product and it's now on the same lines of the other Purito products, so it will say really big Purito Seoul. But other than that, it's the same exact product. The cardboard boxes are made out of sugarcane and the ink is soy ink. So they are trying to be better for the world, but it's still plastic, but I don't mind because I like to use plastic for travel. And other than that, yeah, glass is really, really expensive to recycle. So I don't mind plastic because this is easy plastic that you can recycle. So for the packaging, I'm going to give it a 9. Because it's simple, it's sleek, it's nothing out of the ordinary, but just good. Then we go to shade accuracy. Well, it's a bit difficult to determine that because they have only 6 shades. But as far as I have seen swatches online, etc. from other people and on myself for the shade 21 and 23, which is a third of the shades, I could say they are really on point. They are a bit more grayish, a bit more cool tone, but they do mesh well with your skin. They don't make you like a ghost. Most foundations lean more yellow toned, so unless you are really, really yellow toned or olive toned, this is not a match. But other than that, it's really good for your rosy tones, your neutrals, even a bit warm tones can still use this one. The darker shade is a bit more on the yellow side, but the shade 6 is more on the neutral side. Be aware of that if you are trying to look for a foundation color. I am going to give them a 6 because the same points I need to see more shades. And then we go to the texture, and the texture is such a beautiful, luxurious, creamy, smooth, lightweight formula. It is almost like you're not applying any makeup. It's almost like a Korean sunscreen. Not US sunscreen, not a Europe sunscreen, no, a Korean sunscreen. You know that velvety touch is the same as this foundation. And that's why I love the texture so much. It's beautiful, it doesn't feel heavy, it's really blendable. It's just perfection. And that's why I'm going to give it a 10 for its texture. And then we're going to the claims, so the name accuracy. They claim only 3 things and they say it gives a natural finish, which it does. Retains moisture. Yes, I don't see any dry patches or anything that leaves a dry feeling on my skin. I am combination skin, so I do have dry patches. I see a real moisture from this BB cream. And the last one, suits irritation. Yes, absolutely, due to the color, but also due to the ingredients. There is Cica in there, there is panthenol in there. So beautiful ingredients to suit the skin. So absolutely, again, beautiful BB cream. And I'm going to give them a 9 for the name accuracy. Just because they have only 3 claims. So that's easier to manage than like 10 claims. It's easier to pass. Then we go to the blendability, and like I said, it's really beautiful, blendable. You don't have any streaks, you can use all tools, it's not cakey, you can apply a lot without feeling heavy or without making a mess out of yourself. You can actually layer it on, no issue there. It wears beautifully over any sunscreen, any skincare. I haven't found any pilling. So that's why I absolutely love it. When I am testing out new skincare, I often reach for this one because I know my makeup will look good. And that's why I am going to give it another 10. Then we go to longevity. Well, BB creams are not meant for really, really long wear. For that you will have to use a different formula. But still, I get an easy 6 to 8 hour wear out of it. If I powder it well and spray my makeup with a true fixing spray. So yes, you have to powder and you have to set with a fixing spray, but it stays on for 6 to 8 hours, which is really good for a BB cream. I really enjoy that, but I could understand if you are a foundation lover that stays on from 8 to 12 hours, maybe just use this in the weekend for just some errands or something and not for work. It stays on during humid weather. It's not sliding off or anything. but you will get some moisture, oiliness, greasiness during the day that you have to blot down. But I am talking about like 5 hours into wearing this one and not immediately. So I think that's really good. If a BB cream could be a bit more long wearing, I should give it a 10. But right now I am going to give it an 8. And the last one is overall, and when I look at this BB cream, thus far it is absolutely my top 3 BB creams. Maybe even top 1, but I'm not sure because I have loads of really popular BB creams still to test out. I have tested loads, but there's still more to test. So I can easily say top 3, maybe top 1. This is already my 4th bottle and I'm almost out, so I have to get a new one. And luckily it's already in my collection. If you are on the hunt for a good BB cream and you haven't purchased one so far, or you are looking for a new BB cream that really performs, this is a great place to start. If you can find a shade, if you are similar, like my skin tone, a bit lighter, a bit deeper, not much, but a bit deeper, you can find your own. So that brings the total to 81 points. And that is a really good point to stay at, especially because of the horrible shade selection. So if they were even better in that, they could easily be in the 90s. So this is a beautiful BB cream. I am first applying my Amber Release cream, of course, like always, without fail. This is a beautiful cream for underneath makeup and it will hydrate your skin really well. I am doing the same routine base as any Foundation Friday. While I'm testing and while I am filming, if I have tested out a foundation or BB cream, I will have tested it out for at least 5 to 10 times with different circumstances. So with acne, without acne, or less acne at least. With humid weather, without humid weather. With different skincare, with a primer, without a primer. With loose powder, with pressed powder, with any setting spray. So yes, you bet your ass that I will test them really well. I am going to use my Rose and Ben in C42, like I always do, because it makes it more fair. I am going to apply about this much on my hand. And as you can see, it gives a beautiful finish, beautiful glow. And it will cover any redness, slight acne without any trouble. And as you can see, this is a lovely color for me. Beautifully cool toned. Blends really well. This one is so lightweight, I will use it underneath my eyes because it won't disrupt air. I do have quite a bit left, and this is the beautiful finish. It's still skin-like without any obvious discoloration, doesn't emphasize any texture. It's just really beautiful. But like I said, this won't dry down. It will stay a bit dewy, that's why I always set it. I am going to apply a little bit of concealer just underneath my eyes. And on the bridge of my nose. Yes, I always use a sparing amount of concealer because I don't actually need it. I just like the highlighting effect sometimes. Or I do it on my face. But the less product you use underneath your eyes, the less creasing. And the less cakiness. We'll go in with my hooded powder in Pound Cake, like I always do with my Foundation Fridays. It keeps it fair, like I said. And for under my eyes I will use a puff. Just press it into your hand so it will be even. I'll really press that concealer in and you could immediately see the blurring effect with this combination. I'm going to apply some cream bronzer, some blush. I will finish the powder on my face and I will set it. I will be right back. Let's set it with the Scandinavia one. Alright, here is the finished look. This is a beautiful BB cream, as you could see. It almost is flawless. Yes, of course you can see some of my acne peeping through, but it's so minimal. Nobody will notice that from like a meter or a foot. This looks summery, glowy, beautiful. As you can see, it's a true natural satin finish. It's not really dewy, it's not really matte, just the best of both worlds. And because I set it with the Huda and with Scandinavia powder, it's just holding on absolutely fantastic. So if you're still doubting, don't, just go and buy it. It is so beautiful. Thank you so much for watching and let me know what foundation you would like to see next. I would love to do those. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and I will see you soon. Bye!